What?
Your little plant corner.
Yeah, little plant corner. Hello, welcome back. It's me, your mom. I am actually a mom now though. There's a child sitting right here, like literally right here. He is 2, don't wake him up, I swear to God.
Don't talk about
I swear to God. We're on borrowed time right now. He's always sleeping, but every time I try to do anything for myself, he wakes up. It's like he has an internal alarm clock. And I just know I'm gonna get comments from you guys who are moms or dads that like, you get it. We're, I think like 2.5 weeks-ish. He's doing really good. But you know who I'm not sure is doing really good, and I was a mother to first, is all of my plants that are left over. So I thought we would take a quick peek at the status of my plants post-delivery, my postpartum plants checkup. There's quite a few here. I literally haven't touched them. I have not touched them one itty bitty teeny tiny bit. I have no idea what's going on with literally any of them except for like this little perusing I'm doing with my eyes right now. I have approximately 30-ish plants. I may have just a little bit less because I'm pretty sure I cleaned a couple more out, and also I'm pretty sure my Florida Beauty up there is dead. But it's okay because we have 2, and you know, 1 plant casualty is not the worst thing in the entire world. Also, before we jump into this, I am in the middle of doing a series right now on Throne of Glass where I'm making synopsis videos, essentially like those red thread strings and photos of people and telling you about Throne of Glass so that you don't have to read it for however many hours, you know. So anyways, I just made the first video. It's the Assassin's Blade video. I'm surprised it has literally any views because that is completely not the channel that any of you subscribed for. I'm gonna be releasing the Throne of Glass this February, so we're gonna hopefully see Throne of Glass and Crown of Midnight. Fingers crossed. Also fingers crossed my child's not waking. There's a couple. I'm also a little nervous that we'll find buggy wuggies. We'll just hope that we don't. First up, we have my Burley Marks Fantasy. It's doing good. I'm kind of surprised it's still so small. And there is living moss in here, the little green stuff. So that's cute. Hoya Calistophylla, which I can, or not Calistophylla, sorry. This is Hoya Serpens, which you can see is in fact growing. So that is pretty poggers. This thing has tried to grow and has failed at growing, I think like 4 different times now. So hopefully this one continues. It also does have 2 new growth points super far down, which even if I zoomed in, you wouldn't be able to see. But down here, oh, I guess you can kind of see that. That stick that's coming out, that's a new growth. And then there's a smaller one actually coming off of it, but this is my Sabah. I moved a bunch of my plants into jars. I originally was trying to endeavor on the terrarium-less growing because I wanted to try my hand at, I guess like without assistance from a greenhouse type thing. But what I've learned is that that's super unrealistic with a baby. We're gonna keep it, we're gonna keep them in jars. And I'm glad that I did move them into jars because some of these would definitely not have survived the birthing period. Here we have a little begonia. This is Begonia Darth Malachesticta. Devin gave this to me as a full plant. We have retained 1 leaf because of the adjustment. This 1 leaf is doing really good, and it is giving us a 2nd leaf. It's very delicate. I fucking love begonias. If there's one thing I would like to regrow my collection of, it would definitely be begonias. So maybe once Kai gets a little bit older and I'm in a place where I can like actually take care of things. And this one is thriving. This is, oh wait, maybe that's a different hybrid. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to text Devin and ask exactly what this is because this one is thriving in the jar. We've got a bunch of new leaves, and this thing pretty much did die almost all the way back. So almost all these leaves that are on here are new with me, and I'm glad it's doing so good. Wow. I love begonias, oh my god. Next plant. We got my Philodendron White Princess. So far, none of these have died, so that's good. The jars are working. We do have a dead leaf. This one did have thrips, which is why I kept it in a jar originally. It looks like we are thripless, so that is good. Here is the new leaf. You liked that? Mm-hmm. Chris is also here perpetually because of he got paternity leave, which is so fucking cool. Paternity leave for the win. Okay, then we have this one. And it looks like Devin also stuck an Alocasia Jacqueline in here. So this is, I haven't taken this out obviously of this container. This is Begonia chloronura, and this tall one is Alocasia Jacqueline, which is awesome. I love Alocasia Jacqueline. Also just love the name Jacqueline because I had a friend for a while and her name was Jacqueline and she was awesome. I guess I still have a friend. We just like, I don't play that game anymore where I met her. Little Alocasia. Philodendron heteroecium, and this one's growth has like significantly stunted. I think it just hit the top of the jar. This should be way bigger than it is. Oh, variegata, I should say. It's variegated, obviously. Let me get my face out of there so it focuses. This leaf is super white. This one up here, it's not even unfurling. This one is really, really white. We have this one, which I actually thought died, but it didn't. Just the new leaf died. Oh, and we're already getting another leaf. Dude, a warrior. This plant, a warrior. So this plant I actually really, really liked. And when I saw that a leaf had died, I got really sad. But then I had to temper my sadness because right now, in this postpartum period, if I get upset or sad about something, it is very easy to just spiral absolutely out of control. I saw it, I noted it, and I ignored it. Does look like we're getting a little bit of mold in here though, so I'll have to take care of that. Adansonii albo variegata. And you know what? I should make a plant prices video here soon because I have absolutely zero idea where any of the prices are at for literally anything. And then we have a new leaf right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it is coming out of where the other one died. It's that little green pokey part. Yeah, but I like it a lot. This one's in an open jar because the top to that jar is not opaque. My Philodendron Red Anderson, which is giving us a new leaf immediately right now. It's in one of my favorite pots. I love this plant. You couldn't tell from the way I've been taking care of it, but I do really love this plant. And I love how white this part is right here. There's the new leaf. Apparently, according to my baby camera, the resting humidity in this house is about 50%, which is pretty good. I haven't been using a humidifier. Then we have our Syngonium aurea, and this is one of the ones I almost lost, and I was really sad because I love this plant. We did get a new leaf. It's this one, I believe. Let me double check. Nope, I lied to you. This is the new one, this more green one. I think this is my only remaining Syngonium. I had like a 12 to 15 plant Syngonium collection. I'm pretty sure that this is my only remaining one, the only one that survived, which you can definitely tell it was my favorite one since it was like the only one that survived. And I was really sad about that, especially because I had Syngonium red spot tricolor and a bunch of other really pretty ones, but all I could think about in like the weeks before giving birth was giving birth. So also, weird postpartum thing, I just got like eczema. I delivered, you can't see because I'm pretty sure that my camera does some stupid airbrushing thing, but I have like all over my hands, they're just like cracked and it's awful. So that's the only major side effect except for a couple sad episodes, but don't worry, I'm doing okay. Everything is fine. Everything is amazing and nothing is wrong. Oh, my plant's growing. My big Monstera is putting out a new shoot. We have Monstera species Spa Peru. This one has been thriving even though I've pretty much been neglecting it. We have 1, 2, 3 new leaves with 2 more incoming from the roots down here. So that is gonna be 5 new leaves. I'm excited to see how they come in. I should probably clean this plant's leaves here soon. They just look like they're getting dirty again. And this plant looks really pretty, or I guess the prettiest when it has clean leaves. This is yeah, variegated Monstera species Spa Peru, or variegated Monstera carstenianum, you know, whatever. And I have burnt the shit out of this plant a couple times. It's been on a journey. We've been on a journey. I like get it to a really good spot and then a light falls on it, or I get it to a good spot and I put it in the freaking window and it burns. We are doing pretty good though. This leaf right here is really pretty. I like this. Again, you can't see it very well because the light in here is so terrible, but it's like a half moon color distinction on it. It's very nice. We have my favorite plant by far right now. And this is burnt. Look at that. I'm so good at burning plants. I don't even know how I did that. Gosh, this is so cool. This is my variegated, okay, let me think. Variegated Jade Syndapsis. So Scindapsus is the genus, and it's the jade, like the matte jade Scindapsus. But it's variegated. This is the Aurea version. This, I think, is the most recent plant I have purchased. It was $70, and I purchased this sometime towards like the 2/3 mark of my pregnancy. I think it was around November, because I'm pretty sure I was like, hey Chris, there's this plant I want to get for my birthday. And he was like, you don't have to ask me before you buy plants. And I was like, I feel like I should have to ask you before I buy plants, for just for the sake of not falling back into shopping addiction. It's doing really good. It's given me 2 new leaves. It did kind of die up here at the top, so I'm waiting to see where it's gonna try to regrow from. But I haven't exactly been encouraging new growth, so I'll have to do better at that. But yeah, it's doing sublime. I love these top 2 new leaves right here. The green on green is my favorite variegation, followed by the green with the yellow, which usually comes with the green on green, and then green and white is also fine. But I'm super into this like green on green relationship right now. Then we have my mom's Tii Constellation. She accidentally took mine, and I have hers, and she was gonna take this back with her, but then they were running late to the airport, so they didn't get to take it back with them this last time. But that's okay, because they're coming out again here really soon, so she'll get to take it with her this next time. But yeah, it's doing all right. It's growing. It's slow. Tii Constellations are like the slowest growing plant in the entire world. Then we have my strawberry shake, which I do desperately need to continue air layering, but we do have a new leaf despite that. Here we go. It's this one, very small, which is again why I need to continue air layering it. And we did lose a leaf. It had another one. It has since perished, and it is on the floor right here. So this one was back over here this way. So, but the other leaves that we still have are very beautiful. It's been doing really good. This new leaf that's coming in, I think, is gonna be a pinker one with some yellow on it. So I think it'll be a very creamy, like strawberry shortcake kind of vibe. So pretty. Gosh, I love this plant. Oh, and then on the back we have another one, another shake, which its growth has almost completely halted again because I haven't exactly been nurturing my plants. They've just been surviving, which is fine. That's really all you can ask for, you know. Then we have my absolutely struggling, what is this, Florida Beauty. It did give us a new leaf. This is a reverted one. So it had 2 leaves on here that were variegated. This was the most recent leaf following them. And then we have, it looks like an all green, but we're gonna have to wait for it to finish unfurling and then harden, so that we can tell if it's got color or not. My other one is up here, and it actually does look like it's putting out new growth, so I don't think it's dead. I think we do just need to cut off the old leaves. Let me grab it. Okay, so this is the other one. This is only a thing. Again, this is like in the front and center, okay, of my entire plant collection, so it's really hard for me to not see this. We went into labor on watering day. So the day that I was going to water everything, and one of my plant friends was even over, I just forgot because I was thinking about how I was having contractions. And yeah, but we are getting a new growth point right here. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it right here. Kind of sticking out. Yeah, so we are getting that one, but a couple of these leaves are super dead because it just didn't get water. So we will right this wrong. Also, this leaf is looking really pretty in death. It's got a huge white spot on it. That's cool. This one's hanging on. That is the only big tragedy, by the way. Like, that is the one that definitely was affected the most. So for any of them to be affected, honestly, I'm kind of glad that it was that one. Because a lot of these other ones are a little bit more important to me specifically. I'm sorry, I'm trying to adjust the light so it's working, but I think it's just going to be a bit dark for here for a little bit. Then we have my Hoya Serpens, which has definitely been growing, but hasn't given us any new leaves. Love this plant. Love the teeny tiny little hairs on the leaves and the little kind of rivulets and indentations. You can see the big new growth strand kind of moving around. yeah, I love this plant. It is hopefully going to start growing a lot faster here soon. Devin said that once they get going, they're pretty hard to slow down the growth of. Oh, my Oreo put out a leaf. That's cool. Okay, then we have another Adansonii. This is my mint, and it looks like it's doing really good. Here, we'll even take it out of the jar. This is my Monstera Adansonii mint. I think they call it mint archipelago or Indonesian mint or Indonesian archipelago. I can't remember, but it's so cute. This is a success. This is a wild success for sure. Oh, that's adorable. Good job, jar plant. We're gonna just, you know what, maybe I'll just stick the other Adansonii in here too with this one. I have this pink princess back here with me, but it's kind of just, it's like all the way behind me back here. Ugh. You can see it on the floor. It's in a huge pot. My mom and I shared this plant. We split it, but it is getting some like weird dark spots, as you can see on this pink leaf here. So I don't know what that's about. It makes me really sad though, because it's super pretty. But I have my pink princess. It's doing fine. It's living. It actually has needed a lot less from me than I thought it would. Then I do also have this fiddly fig back here. It's also doing great. It's a fiddly fig. It's never going to die. Then we have my absolutely large Monstera deliciosa albo variegata. And this is the plant which I purchased reverted. Let me back you up just a bit. Is he doing okay? Is he just fussing? So this is my Monstera deliciosa, the albo one. I purchased this reverted. I purchased this for $80, okay? And you can't see the color super well because the light's just really, really bad in here. But it's really decently variegated for having purchased it, like almost entirely reverted. It came with 2 completely reverted leaves and then 2 kind of variegated leaves. And he was like, I don't know if it's gonna get more variegated, but $80. And I was like, hell yeah. And we're doing really good. Every new leaf is in fact giving a little bit more. This one was really exciting because we got a big sectoral chunk, and then there's marbling, but it's again really hard for you to see because the lighting in here is not ideal. But I'll fix that for the future. It's been a minute, okay? I'm out of practice. Let me live my life. Okay, oh, it got good for a second. Yeah, this new leaf is really good though, and it's getting quite large. It's maturing, and I'm growing it right next to my large Monstera deliciosa, my very tall one. Oh, and it was trying to grow into the humidifier. You see all these roots right here, which I should really use that humidifier more often. Okay, this is my variegated micans. Gotta bring you in tight for this one. Oh, and my Monstera obliqua. Oh wow, that is just the worst light in the entire world. There we go. Yeah, my micans Aurea. It's really pretty. There's a lot going on in here. It's kind of hard for you to see all of them, but there's a lot. And then I do have 3 Monstera obliqua perus in here. This is the easiest one for you to see. Right here, these 2 little bright green leaves are obliqua. But yeah, I have just a ton of micans nodes. I should cut this soon and give some to Devin, I think. But some of these are really, really pretty. Oh gosh, I'm just doing the worst at trying to show this to you. Super nice. I don't know, I love micans Aurea. 10 out of 10. Then the only thing that's left to show you is my hanging plants, which are all doing completely fine. They're getting a little bit bigger. I'll just like kind of point the camera at them for you because I don't really want to go into depth about them. They're kind of boring care-wise. They're getting really long though. Oh yeah, this one is always flowering, my Croniana. You can see some of the buds actually. It makes the house smell like lilac. It's really nice. But yeah, the micans is getting super long, and the Philodendron Brazil is getting really long as well. Spider plant's doing good, and the Ficus altissima gave me 2 really weird looking leaves, but it is starting to grow back in again. And then over here we have my huge Hoya compacta variegata, which is thriving. It is doing amazing. It's getting really long, and all of the new growth points are doing phenomenally. My Crassia petiolata getting also really long. It just kind of keeps going. And then my Monstera siltibacana is fenestrating for some reason. So we're getting holes in it, which it's not even climbing anything. I just kind of have it wrapped around these cords here. And it is also getting very large. It got so large that it was hanging down and my cat was playing with it. So I wrapped it around this to try to get it to do something different, and it is. So yeah, and this was given to me kind of like dying from my friend who hated it. Tasha, she was like, please God, take this away from me. So I did, and it's doing really good, and I'm so glad because I really wanted one, and she was like, here, take it. But yeah, these are my other hanging plants. And then my ponytail palm over there is obviously doing amazing. Yeah, and then this is the variegated string of hearts, which I would lift this out and show this to you, but there is a spider that lives in there, and I am terrified of it.
What?
Yeah, remember? It's always got the web.
Oh.
Yeah, we've never seen the spider, but the web always shows up. The web. Variegated Monstera, this new leaf is so good. And I keep this Monstera in here with it because I think that, I think it looks cool with the normal Monstera. Yeah, and then all the way, you can look at my hand for a second. All the way over here is my Fiddly Fig Gloria. This was given to me by my friend Tori before she moved away, and when she gave it to me, it had 2 leaves. And now it has many, and it's still growing. But this is my favorite thing I've grown. And he's hungry, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna feed him. But she's cool too. The light doesn't even pick her up. She's just dark on your dark mat. Oh, there we go.
What a
Dumb. Alright, I'm gonna go feed this thing, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching my video. Bye! We're back. I forgot to show you 2 plants in my excitement to go feed my baby. He calmed down for a second. So we have my philodendron Spiritus Sancti tissue culture, which looks like it's about to start switching to cataphyll growth here. It's very pregnant. This is super thick right here. But even more exciting, we have this weird way I've been growing this Monstera aurea, just literally open air growing it on this plate with a little bit of soil. And it gave me a new leaf, and it definitely is gonna have color. I'm excited to see this harden. I did not even know that was there, so that is super cool. But yeah, it's literally just growing on this plate. And the Spiritus Sancti is doing really good too. It is, however, definitely at the top of the perimeter it's been given. So yeah. Anyways, that's actually it. Those are the plants. Okay. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.